Hey guys, welcome to Cutting Edge EDC. If you're joining us for the first time, go ahead and subscribe, drop us a like, and leave us a comment on this video. If you're not joining us for the first time, thank you for coming back. We appreciate all of the support. Now stay tuned because we're going to talk about some knives. All right, today we are talking about the ZT0545. New knife from Zero Tolerance. And spoiler alert, it is a little bit different than what they typically offer. Um, People have some thoughts on that. We're going to talk about it later in the video. Big thanks to Eric from Blade Barn for sending this over. He sent me this and a couple others, and we'll be taking a look at those in the next few videos. I'm going to put a link in the description to the Blade Barn website. Go over there and check out what they've got. This will be available on the site. They've got some other premium knives available, and the inventory is growing all the time. So keep an eye on the Blade Barn website. Good deals, and they price match. So go check them out. We'll talk about some of the specs right off the bat. We won't get too into it. We'll be doing a lot of comparisons in this video. Okay. Overall length, 7.5 inches. Get 3.2 of it in the blade, 4.3 in the handle. We've got woven carbon fiber on the front scale. We've got titanium on the back. The blade is a full flat grind CPM MagnaCut, and that is treated to 60 to 63 HRC, straight from the horse's mouth. Looked that up on the Zero Tolerance website. So that's what they have to say about it. Really like that brass colored pivot. ZT always does something cool with the pivot, and I think they nailed it on this one. Initial impressions, just looking at this knife, it looks great. And I love that relief that they put for the lock bar. Makes it really easy to manipulate this knife. No trouble whatsoever. Really nice action, running on the KVT ball bearings. And the detent is tuned perfectly. Sometimes on several of the ZTs that I've owned, the detent comes from the factory way too stiff. Not the case on this one. Really nice action. We do have an extra deep carry pocket clip. Not extra as in it comes with more than one, extra as in it is a deeper carry than your typical deep carry pocket clip. Let me grab something. What do I have over here? Okay, we're gonna grab. We'll just grab this package of toe warmers. So you put that in your pocket, and it just disappears. So as far as discreet, I mean, that could be a pen or something in your pocket. Who knows what it is? Pulling it out of your pocket, the only good way to do it, really, is to grab it like this and pull it out. When you do that, you're putting a lot of extra pressure on the clip because it's the only place to grab, and you are dragging that across your pocket. It makes it tougher to get out of your pocket, and over time, if this is the knife that you carry daily, it's going to tear up your pocket. So I'm not crazy about the pocket clip. It looks decent. It's a little bit funky how it sticks out past the end of the knife there. I like that it does tuck into the inside of the scale. There's no screw on the outside of the scale for the pocket clip. That's kind of a neat feature. But just as far as actually carrying this thing goes, as far as just function, I'm not a huge fan of this pocket clip. That's my complaint with this knife. But other people have different complaints, such as, why in the world did ZT make a knife with a blade that is 90 thousandths of an inch thick. Okay, it's a fair question. If you're a ZT fan, these are some of the knives that you might be a little more familiar with. And you probably have some of these in your collection. So let's just take these two for example. If these are two of my favorite ZT knives, and I'm thinking to myself, man, ZT hasn't come out with anything in a while that really scratches the itch for me. Doesn't really suit my fancy. I can't wait until they come out with their next new knife. This is going to be the one. This is going to be an absolute tank, and I'm going to throw that thing in my pocket, tighten up my belt so that my pants don't fall down, and rock a 6-ounce knife. And then they come out with this. Oh man, you might feel a little let down. I mean, doesn't ZT know who their customer base is? Well, yes, I think they do. What I think is going on here is I think that ZT is just trying to offer something different than they've offered previously. It definitely seems a little out of place next to the other ZT knives. I'm just going to leave these sitting. I'll flip this one over. I'm just going to flip them both over just for the heck of it, just so we can see the girth. Okay. I mean, this is definitely a little bit out of place when you compare it to just the overall build, not build quality. I think this knife is a great quality. I think it's the quality is comparable to all the other ZTs that I have. I don't have any complaints there. Just the dimensions of this knife are off the wall for zero tolerance. And yeah, I don't think that this knife was built with the ZT Superfan in mind. Otherwise, they'd have honestly, all they had to do was make it thicker. Everything else about this knife looks like a ZT, feels like a ZT, functions like a ZT. Great action. The only thing that separates this knife from the others is the width. And then, of course, I'd change the pocket clip, but that's a whole other thing. Okay. I think it's great. Good knife. I will be adding one of these to my collection. But it's, I don't blame anybody who's a diehard ZT fan for being a little bit frustrated about this design. So hopefully they're going to come out with another tank sometime in the near future, because I do love the giant overbuilt knives. But hey, this is a really good knife. I would happily carry this. I would probably tie a lanyard onto the clip and just have it on the clip. That is or even just take the pocket clip off and drop this thing in my pocket. It's so light and slim. I can't see why that would be an issue. Anyways, that is the ZT-0545. Again, this knife and many other excellent knives are available on the Blade Barn website. Check out that link in the description, and we'll catch you guys next time.